Hi, Bob Hui here from Wild Rose Toastmasters, and I'm having a conversation with our newest member, Danielle Wessel. Hi, Danielle.
Good morning.
So, Danielle, one of the things that I've asked everybody when I've done these interviews, I'm doing interviews with all of our members and putting it on we've started a YouTube channel so that hopefully people will say, hey, if Danielle's a member, maybe I should come and check it out. But let me ask you a couple of questions. Tell us a little bit about your Toastmaster journey and tell us why you joined Wild Rose Toastmasters.
Okay, I had an experience as part of completing my CGA designation. This would have been back 2000. So then I wound up doing some Toastmasters with two particular clubs. One club in downtown Edmonton. Um, I know these clubs are not the same as they used to be. After COVID, the world has changed a lot. After my adventures of running a business and coming back to a government organization, I now work for the government of Alberta. And now I'd like to revamp my communication skills because I'm always having to provide impromptu training sessions and information sessions as I serve my stakeholders, various project managers, management team, and administrators as they do their budgeting and forecasting activity. I have to do better presentations for them, make sure I'm more organized with my time so that I'm very respectful of their time and efficiently presenting
Well, that's a lot of people to take care of.
information. Yeah.
So, so what now you were a Toastmaster previous to this, and so
Yes, I was.
obviously you've seen some benefits when you were originally in Toastmasters, and like you
Yeah.
just said, you want to revamp your skills. So, how can we
Yes.
help you in Wild Rose?
I think I need to get experience and critique information so that I can do a better presentation job, so that I'm efficiently, you know, giving presentations without the non-essential information, right? Sometimes we have some habits that distract people, prevent
Okay.
them from receiving our message. And I really want to clean up my presentation skills so that we can eliminate some of those distractions. I recall when I was doing Toastmasters before, I used to be kind of scared of doing my job interviews, but I started to get more comfortable with it, actually starting to have a little bit of fun. I mean, that's part of getting into a new role is you have to be able to perform well in an interview and also interview the people you're with so that you can figure out if you can have a good camaraderie relationship because
Well,
everything's about relationships, all those
yeah.
soft skills. Uh, you're pretty useless if you don't have the ability to sell and deliver a message.
Yeah. That is so true, especially nowadays, more so
Yeah.
than anything in a competitive market, being able to sell yourself and share your abilities so people see that you're the person they should hire is critical. You know, I know for me, long time I've been doing sales training and presentation skills training, and a lot of times we talk about that you have a very short time to make your case why they should hire you over the person behind you or the person before you because they're usually interviewing
Just
a
even doing your, yeah, but just even doing your day-to-day job, you have
yeah,
that every day. You have multiple, touch points with each person you work with.
yeah. And I'm sure sometimes that makes a difference too, where as you go through your day, like you say, with touch points, you either impress them with your ability or subconsciously they go, yeah, okay. And you want them to be impressed, right?
You want them to respect you. You don't want them to abuse you. And
Yeah.
sometimes if you burn up their time unfairly, they will abuse you the next time you have to connect.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, I guess that's true.
Like they kind of blow you off.
Yeah, I've learned that over the years is you don't.
Maybe the word abuse is not quite right. It's more they'll blow you off and delay
I know.
their
I know
response
abuse
to
is
you.
one thing, but I think sometimes if you come back to the well too often with people,
Yes. Yeah.
it works against you. One of the things I've learned over the years, and I'm bringing in it even into this role as president of our club, is to ask for help. Over the years, I've been very fortunate that I've been successful in a lot of areas, and usually that has come down to people saying yes when I ask for help. But you don't want to overdo it and always come back to the same person and like, help me, help me, help me, help me. Somewhere along the line, you got to stand on your own and maybe come back and say, look, what I need some advice to make sure I'm on the right track. Or is there something specific that you know that I need to learn and take it from there and then make sure that you've actually done something with what they gave you. I mean, that's one thing I know, like for me, if people ask for help and they keep coming back and asking the same question, but they haven't done anything, after a while you get choked.
Yeah. Yeah. Then it's unfair to you. They're starting to passively abuse you, which is
Yeah.
not nice.
Well, and yeah,
You don't want to be on that side.
nobody likes to be taken advantage of. I think that's maybe
Yeah.
the challenge. Most of us, I think most of us, unless we're excessively busy, are willing to at least take a few minutes and help people and answer questions and those kinds of things. And I'm certainly one like that because I remember all over the years so many people that helped me grow as a leader, as a Toastmaster in my business, whatever it happens to be. So it's kind of nice to give it back. And so we try and do that like in Wild Rose. I mean, you've been to a few meetings now. What do
Yeah.
you see as the strengths of what our club brings to the table?
I think you guys are very, very, I guess you might say, relatively low leadership roles. Are demonstrating a high degree of performance.
Yeah.
So everybody there is they're bringing their A game to the
Well,
events.
and that's not a bad thing to set
Yeah.
standard and challenge people to say, hey, we want you to perform at your best.
Yeah.
I know, like for me, it's interesting as president this year. The one thing that I've experienced is it's been a long time since I've had to do business meetings. So with parliamentary procedure, I'm really rusty, and people have been calling me on it, which is I don't know if it's good or
Yeah.
bad. It's funny because I actually said a couple of times, I said, by the end of June, I will finally know how to do this correctly, and then I won't be president anymore, so it won't matter. But but in the meantime, I'm glad to provide you some entertainment as I work through learning to be leading a meeting again.
And how to graciously accept feedback too, because I've seen you being very gracious.
Yeah. Well, we're there to learn. I mean, if nothing else, I'm modeling what we teach in Toastmasters is nobody expects perfection. We're here to learn. It's okay to make mistakes because we're in a supportive environment. I mean, that's the essence of Toastmasters, and that's after 34 years, almost 34 years. It'll be 34 in April for me. That's why I'm still here. One, because of the people, and two, because I'm still learning. I mean, that's my theme for this year is learn it forward, and I'm modeling that every time I do a business meeting.
Kudos to you. I'm very impressed at how organized the team is.
Yeah,
And
we've got a
just
great team. We really do. We've got some amazing people in our club, period. But we've got some amazing people on our executive, and each year we're looking at bringing more of our members into it because we've got some stalwarts like Ken and Carol Kathy have been on for forever, and I love having them there because I know I can depend on them, and I know they know what they're doing. So if I'm not sure what I'm doing, I can say, Ken, what would you do? Quite often I'll do that before a meeting. I'll send him a note and say, here's the agenda. What would you suggest? And he'll give me some feedback. And usually it's something I can use so I don't look dumb.
yeah.
Same thing with Carol. Carol is amazing in what she's doing, and the fact that she's taking care of the educational portfolio this year. So, when you want to step up and you want to start doing speeches, talk to her and make sure she books you. She'll slot you in. You tell her what you need, and she'll book you in. And same thing. Do you enjoy the table topics?
Yeah,
Is it
that was fun.
that
Just
helps
to
you?
get you thinking on your feet a little bit. Yeah.
Okay. I'll remember. Are you coming on Thursday?
Yes.
Okay. I'll
Yes, I'm
remember
coming
you.
this Thursday.
I'll remember you said
I
that.
was hoping, yeah, I was hoping I might be able to take the timekeeper role for that night, but who knows? We'll see. Or
Okay.
maybe I'll just be a participant until I get um,
Did you say
geared up a little more.
did you say you were available for timer?
Yes,
Okay. All right. So
I sent
whatever
an
you said,
email.
that somebody would probably respond to it. But I just happen to
Yeah,
know
we'll see.
I know who the table topics master is this next week.
Okay. Yeah,
So you might just get
that's
called.
you.
Might just get called on.
Okay,
Now
okay.
that
Well,
you've told
that's
me,
fun to
now
play
that you've
around
told me
with.
you enjoyed it, I mean, hey, that's the whole point. It's like I tell
Yeah,
people
no, I
the
find that
table
fun.
topic. I started enjoying table topics once I understood that you didn't have to tell the truth. You could make stuff up. It didn't have to be
Yeah,
factual. You could be creative and doing stuff. And all of a sudden, table topics started being fun. That goes back a lot of years now because the first thing I was actually trying to answer the questions. And sometimes I had no idea how to answer the question. And somebody's about, it doesn't have to be real. You can make stuff up. And I went, really? Oh, okay. Then I can have fun. So now table topics
and
is,
Audrey with her
oh,
deal about the ghosts. I don't know. I guess dealing with ghosts and all that and Ghostbusters.
yeah, she's great. She's great. Well, our theme for this next meeting is influence and negotiation with all the stuff that's happening south of the border. That might show up in
Yes.
our conversation, I'm sure. And
Yep.
that some of what's happening south of the border is going to infect us as Toastmasters as well, I'm sure, because Toastmasters is headquartered in the States, and still, even though we're all over the world now, there's a lot of our clubs are still in North America. So some of that's going to spill over, I'm sure. So how do we handle that? I don't know, but maybe we'll find out.
Well,
So
let's hope our leaders are finding ways to be, I don't know, I not heavy with the insults, but just
yes,
stay
yeah,
on the
yeah.
message at hand.
Stay
It's
constructive.
not about insulting somebody because 5 years ago they were rude to you.
No, 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 no. That's not leadership.
That's not going to be productive.
Yeah, that's not, and that's not what Toastmasters teaches us. I mean, the same thing. Like for example, and you know this well, when you're evaluating, you don't have to agree with what the person said to give them a good valuation. I've had
Yeah.
times where I've evaluated somebody, and I'm absolutely opposed to what they said, but I can still give them, excuse me, give them some feedback. Because I can listen to what they're saying, listen to how they said it, and say, okay, I actually said that to somebody in one of my clubs. I said, I absolutely disagree with everything you said, but here's how you could say it better, and gave her some evaluation points because that's my job, is to help you be a better presenter, help you maybe organize your thoughts better, help you um, learn how to think and bring those thoughts out. I mean, that's what I love about Toastmasters is again, we don't stop growing. And this is the fun part when we get a new member like yourself. You bring your experience, your backgrounds, your desire to learn certain things into the club, and that makes us better. So not only are hopefully we helping you, but you're helping us. Just so you know, in case nobody's told you that.
We're a community.
Mhm. And I think that's the important part is as we grow together, we get better together. So let me ask you just one other question in closing. If you were if talking to somebody, and hopefully somebody will see this interview, and you wanted to say to them, why should they consider joining an advanced club and specifically Wild Rose?
Well, Wild Rose has a very experienced cadre of people and a community, and they are not new to public speaking. They're not in the scared stiff crowd.
Yeah. Yeah.
And if you're having to do regular presentations, you have to go way beyond being scared stiff. You have to be thinking, planning, and organizing.
Yeah.
One of my colleagues had stressed to me that she says, when you do your meetings with your clients, don't be doing more than 30 minutes. You got to be organized. Don't waste their time.
Mhm.
And that just means you got to get rid of all the filler and be masterful with your presentations. I think there's a discipline that we have to work on. And if you're a person that's in a situation where you have to do lots of presentations and there's some discipline required, I think that's why you want to go to an advanced club like Wild Rose. Sure, when we're younger, less experienced, doing our first job, well, then maybe where I started, like the Christian Toastmasters was a good place to go.
Mhm.
Uh, okay, I've probably outgrown that group, but they were certainly a nice, safe community. But it's nice to have a community that pushes you to achieve another level of performance, right? I
Mm.
mean, so maybe you're intimidated by the fact that, oh, I'm surrounded by these advanced presenters. Like some of them actually do this for a living. Some of them are actually instructors. I would say don't be intimidated by it. Just come in, plan as best as you can, and seek out their input. Be open to whatever suggestions you receive and watch what other people are doing because you can certainly get other ideas how to be an expert presenter. And we all have to be more competitive as we use these technology tools. In fact, you even get some training on how to handle Zoom calls. As I do see every so often, every meeting, there may be 2 or 4 people using that medium. I think all of us need to go through a time when we use the Zoom tools so that
Mm.
we know how we look like when we are presenting
Okay.
using Zoom and audiovisual tools like Teams and such.
Yeah. That's actually a
Better to prepare than to be finding yourself in a crisis where your directors are telling you, hey, you're not meeting the mark. You don't want to hear that from them. You want to be in a safe place that'll push you and
yeah.
get you to a well-respected presentation ability.
Wow.
That's
I
why I would join Wild Rose.
All right. Well, there you go. There you have it, folks. Hopefully, if you're watching this, come and visit, get to know Danielle, get to know some of our other members. We meet primarily, other than twice a year, we meet the last Thursday of the month, and we'd love to see you. Thank you very much.